just pointed that out earlier, Dan, about a new survey about race in America. And people have a total misperception about just how rampant racism is. But here's what the ACLU, Dan, said about today's verdict.
The ACLU is glad that the jury brought back this verdict. We think it is a step towards accountability, but also want to be clear that accountability isn't justice. While this is an act of accountability, and we are glad that this is the verdict, we need to be focusing on real justice in the long term as well.
Well, do you have any idea what real justice is in an individual context? So accountability isn't justice? They don't even make sense when they speak.
No. You know, Laura, the jury obviously came up with the right verdict. They heard the evidence, and America saw the video. But, you know, Laura, since I've been lieutenant governor in Texas for the last 6 years, 49 police officers have been killed in the line of duty. I've been to a lot of funerals. And what happened to George Floyd should have never happened. But what happens to police officers every day on the street, black, white, and brown, male and female across this country, who's there to mourn for them? Where is America, those in the streets, also saying we also reject the violence against police by criminals? You know, your earlier guest, Brandon, was spot on in so much of what he said. I just feel fortunate that we have men and women willing every day to go out there and put their life on the line for others. We have got to bring back this respect for police as well as those victims. And where there are bad cops, we'll focus on the bad cops and remove them. Cops don't like bad cops. You know, Laura, I have so many friends who are depressed by what they see every night on the news and what they see in the streets and by this propaganda that's put out against good police, brave police. And I just say to America, rise above it. Ignore them. Because I'm out every day working with brown people, black people, white people. I don't see, I don't feel what's out there. To quote Charles Barkley, which I don't do very often, most white people are great and most people of color are great. And we have to ignore the left, the Marxists, the socialists who want to tear us down. So rise above it. Don't let them get you down. And every day, just make a person of color when you meet them. Respect them. Make them feel great, which we do all the time. And if you're a person of color, make that person who's white feel good and respect them. We have to bring this country together, and we cannot listen to the propagandists, the Maxine Waters, the shysters who are out there trying to make a buck. This is what we have to do, and we can rise above it because we're better than they are. We're better than CNN. We're better than MSNBC. We're better than the print media. We can rise above it. Ignore them.
Laura, I think the goal that